Hey, how are you? What's happening? I'm pushing buttons, and that's what we got going on. Thank you for hanging out with us. This is In Other News. I'm your host, Mike Russell. Hope you had a amazing weekend. There's been a lot going on, but again, here we go. This is why we started this program. We started this program because I don't really care. Obviously, Joe Biden is senile. Kamala Harris is the worst candidate in probably electoral politics history, and Donald Trump probably said something that the media lied about. So we don't want to talk about that. How about that? So we want to talk about what's going on outside of those walls, outside of that bubble. And I really appreciate you hanging out. What's up, Rhonda? How you doing? And I scour. I really do. I have to look around because it's so hard to get past this media echo chamber that we're in, where it's constant. Orange man bad, Kamala good. Orange man bad, Kamala good. One of the best questions I ever heard, and again, we're going to stick away from it, but one of the best questions I ever heard was, if Kamala's so great, how many of y'all voted for her in the primary back in 2020? Okay, exactly. Yeah, she's so great. Where was the droves of people showing up, celebrating what an amazing human being she is? Yeah, exactly. We must, in this time, protect Elon Musk at all costs. I'm not kidding. If I were El Presidente, if I were the president of the United States, Elon Musk at all times would have Secret Service protection. I mean, dead serious. This man is something special. This man is something. I do not care about his politics or his ideologies. I'm telling you, there's something special in this human. There's something special. And we have him. He's ours. He's one of us. I mean, he's like me. He's an African American. If you guys missed that, I'm a point and a half African American. So yeah. Anyway, but he is one of us. What's up, Jose? Brendan, how you doing, man? Jim, how you doing? So good to have y'all here. I am a huge fan. I'm going to show you why. And there's a key reason why I'm showing you this clip. And by the way, if I start glowing mid-show, it's because here in the studio, the AC is conking out right now. It's actually blowing warm air. It's fantastic. Anyway, he's our magic alien. Brendan, if he is an alien, literally an alien, like from another planet, hell yeah. Good. We're glad to have him here. Maybe he's one that escaped from Area 51, right? Holy cow. Let's keep him around. Let's get to Elon. This is why I want to show you this, not because he is just a badass. I'm going to show you this because I saw this from AOC the other day. Please watch it. It's AOC, I know, but stay with me, guys. Here we go.
I think that several members of Congress in some of my discussions have brought up media literacy because that is a part of what happened here. And we're going to have to figure out how we rein in our media environment so that you can't just spew disinformation and misinformation. It's one thing to have differing opinions, but it's another thing entirely to just say things that are false. And so that's something that we're looking into.
You've made a career, sister, of saying stuff that is false. You have literally made a career on lying and screwing your district over for jobs. Holy mackerel. So this is you look at Kamala Harris said that Elon Musk, he basically blew his chance. We got to cancel that. We got to shut that down because he's spreading misinformation. Yes. That what he said, Truman, oh man, I joined in time to hear the leader of the brains of the Democrat Party. Oh, yeah, she's fantastic, is she not? If there is an example of hot girl privilege, it's AOC. Because she is quite literally dumber than a bag of rocks. She was a bartender. She answered an audition, a cattle call for who we can make a cool video about and get elected to Congress. It's by the Young Turks. They're called the Justice Democrats. Cenk Unger. these freak from the Young Turks literally held a cattle call. Please send us a video. If you think you or your friend can get elected to Congress, we're going to do it. And they did. And here she is. Wow. Anyway, reigning in the media. We got to make sure we rein in the media so people can't say things that we don't like. Listen to this guy interviewing. This guy's CNBC. Listen to him interview Elon Musk about his tweets. This is fascinating. Listen, I mean, just the genius that this man is. Watch.
How do you make a choice? You don't see, I mean, in terms of when you're going to engage. I mean, for example, even today, Elon, you tweeted this thing about George Soros. Well, I'm looking for it because I want to make sure I quote it properly. But, I mean, you know what you wrote. But you basically...
I said it reminds me of Magneto. This is like, calm down, people. This is not like made a federal case out of it.
You also... you said he wants to erode the very fabric of civilization, and Soros hates humanity. Like, when you do something like that, do you
Yeah, I think that's true. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's my opinion. Screw you, you little twerp.
But why share it? Why share it? Especially because, I mean... Why share it when people who buy Teslas may not agree with you? Advertisers on Twitter may not agree with you. Why not just say, hey, I think this. You can tell me. We can talk about it over there. You can tell your friends. But why share it widely?
Okay, this little... use nice words, Mike, please. Swarmy little worm, this twerp, this reporter, just essentially, okay, what happened to being a man in this world? What happened to being a man in this world where you can say, dude, that's stupid. You got people that really want to that want to advertise, but probably aren't going to advertise because you're being a bozo. And you're and that's my opinion. You can give your opinion. My opinion is being a bozo and setting all this stuff out. And you're the head of these companies, you're the face of these companies, and you're going to scare advertisers away, dude. I think it's dumb that you do that. Be a man and say it. Don't you can tell me off camera if you want to, and no one will have to know. Your advertisers will never know. What a little spineless twerp. You can say to your friends, you can tell me off camera, and it's okay. But in front of camera, you got to be somebody else. That's how fake and awful, just gross the media is. That is absolutely, as my son would say when he was little, disgusting. That's right. Here we go.
I mean, this is freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say what I want.
You absolutely are, but I'm trying to understand why you do, because Professor. You have to know it's got it puts you in the middle of the partisan divide in the country. It makes you a lightning rod for criticism.
Good.
I mean, do you like that? People today saying he's an anti-Semite. I don't think you are.
No,
but they're good. They're not going to like you. How are you doing that, Mr. Musk? Why are you doing that? They're not going to like you. What, don't you want everyone to like you? Oh, this guy speaks for the entire media apparatus. If I can give him credit for one thing, this spineless little weasel, I will give him credit for he is speaking truly for the entire media apparatus. Holy blank snacks. Yeah.
Definitely. I'm like a pro-Semite, if anything.
I believe that probably is the case.
Yes.
But why would you even introduce the idea then that would be the case?
I mean, look, we don't want to make this a George Soros interview.
No, God, no. I don't want to at all. But
you did, Chief. What do you mean? Oh, God, no. I didn't. I wouldn't want to do that. No. You said that. I didn't say that. I wouldn't make it.
I'm trying. Even came up though in the annual meeting. I mean, do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position?
Period.
And I know it because he shares so much of it. Or are there advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you got to stop, man. Or, I can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet.
Watch this. Okay. Bill Clinton was the first one I've seen do this. And I did respect him as a communicator. I did. I really did. Bill Clinton is a slime ball. But as a communicator, damn. And this was one of his best attributes. Bill Clinton rarely answers a question right away. He gives thought. He pauses and he collects himself to where he wants to be. He stays centered, and he doesn't just start blurting words. And I always gave him credit for that. Elon Musk is doing that. Listen to this. This pause is almost deafening. Listen to this. Master. Look at that. Look at this.
You know, I'm reminded of the scene in The Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride. This guy, protect him at all cost. I'm man crushing on him right now. I swear to you, if you don't think The Princess Bride is one of the top 10 movies in history, I don't even know if we can hang out. That's a fantastic damn movie. Elon Musk, the most, I would say, arguably top 5 most powerful and influential human beings on this planet, is going to quote The Princess Bride. Go ahead.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he
Hello.
says,
My name is Inigo Montoya. Killed my father, prepared to die.
offer me money.
Offer me what?
Offer me power. I
Anything.
don't care.
And he said that, what did he say after that? I want my father back, you son of a bitch. Yes! Sorry, go ahead. He didn't say that part, though.
So you just don't care.
No.
You want to share what you have to say.
I want you to see that again. I'm telling you, I'm totally man crushing right now. Watch him so you don't care. And he just stares at him.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Okay.
Okay, I have nothing. I thought I had you really at that Soros gotcha moment. So let me try to find some more stuff in my. Oh my gosh, that is genius. That is masterclass level of communication. When he said, "So you don't care," and he just looked at him, he spoke volumes by saying nothing. I'm sending that to Robbie. Robbie's got to put that in his communication class. That is gangsta. That is some gangsta level stuff. Holy, you're right, Jim. That guy's just pissing himself. He's just peeing his pants. Like, I am so outnumbered here. I am so outmatched by someone that doesn't buy into the flow of media. Now, I had my buddy Chase Thompson on just moments ago on the Go Show, and he takes veterans out on guided hunts and things like, just a good human being. And the conversations I've had with him in the past have been very short. They haven't been very long-winded, like just, people like buddies talking like this. So I was concerned bringing him on the show. I even told him before the show, I said, dude, longer the answers, the better, man. Just keep flowing. Dude, we had this wonderful flowing conversation, this and that, because he understands, okay, I'm going on someone's show. This is the conversational pace of a show. So the media apparatus right now knows that there are things that are off topic. If I say you've challenged George Soros, I'm going to call you an anti-Semite because he's Jewish. He's not. Oh, okay. George Soros seems like a very religious man. Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah, there's a religion. It ain't Judaism. Like if I rip on P. Diddy, then I'm racist, right? I'm anti-black or now LGBTQ after we know what how Diddy does Diddy. Never mind. So, but he didn't have that flow. He expected Elon Musk, as all of the little rats that he interviews, all just to fall in line of the media flow of, you are going to play ball. Elon Musk does not play ball, period. Is Elon Musk on the spectrum? Yes. The genius spectrum, the badass spectrum. That is leadership. That guy knows what's what. And he even said, he goes, look, I can't get out of my own way sometimes. I trip and fall over myself, he says. He said, look, I sometimes I send tweets out and I'm like, ooh, yeah, probably shouldn't have sent that one. But he's human. So we think. Maybe not. Maybe he's not. Yeah. It was yeah. So I appreciate that, Jim. Appreciate you think it was a good show. Yeah. And by the way, and Jim, the Soros thing, like, why? It's good that I think it's good that the left actually, oh my goodness, AC kicked on. Oh, woo. Actually, he's blowing cold air. So when I say kicked on, it's kind of the death struggle has begun. I think it's healthy that the left gets to rip on the Koch brothers or Koch brothers, Koch brothers, however you Kock. They didn't help us with that one in school. I think it's Koch brothers. So the Koch brothers are basically the Republican George Soros. And so, fine, rip on him. That's great. We can rip on George Soros. That's fine. I don't think that one person or a group of people should be influencing politics this much. They do, and I understand that they do. I get it, but I still don't. I can't be. I don't have to be happy with it. You know. So, what's up, Colin? How you doing, man? Let me get into this because I was watching a couple of interviews with Nicole Shanahan, who I think is basically a rainmaker like Elon. She has the money and the right attitude to do what Elon's doing, as does RFK Jr. Unfortunately, with RFK Jr., and I mean this so sincerely, and I don't mean any disrespect by it. And you all know I don't really say that very often because usually I mean the disrespect. I mean my puns. But I don't have any disrespect for RFK Jr. I really don't. So, but when you have a Nicole Shanahan and an Elon Musk, and then you have an RFK Jr., I want to listen to two of the three because RFK Jr. is hard to listen to. He really is. You got to let it go. You got to let the raspy, the super raspy voice go. And again, just so you understand that, that's a condition that these muscles spasming around his vocal cords. He can't help it. Anyway, it went from like smoking a lot of pot or anything like that, or some, as he would say, some vax injury. But I think, but in listening to them, is their thing is he had a green hat on. It said "Make America Healthy Again." And y'all, I got to tell you, I think we're to a point where we are at a turning point electorally. We're at a turning point in our politics and our leadership, and we're at a turning point in health. Because I don't know how easy it is for us to get back when we're this far down the hole of just eating crap. And I'm not going to lecture anybody here. I'm not going to lecture. I'm not saying I eat perfectly. I'm not saying that at all. But I have discovered fasting, and it is bleeping magical. It's biblical. It's fantastic. Anyway, but I'm focusing on that. Did that mean that I didn't buy my son a bunch of Pringles when he was here this weekend? Did I? Of course, I had that. Did I make some junk? Yes, of course. He has those Celsius drinks in there. I think there's a Monster in there somewhere. I do. So I'm not saying, but I do understand, and it goes so far out of vaccines that RFK Jr. is saying "Make America Healthy Again." It's important. Y'all, this cannot be more important, and it can't come at a better time. I would love for RFK Jr. and a Trump administration to bounce from position to position. Yes, I want him to head up the CIA, just hand it to him. But I also want him as head of the FDA. I want him as head of the EPA. I want him I want common sense brilliance all over but the FDA is huge to me because I found this. Y'all, I'm going to put the spectacles on because it is one of those days. So just bear with me. All right. How about this? Thousands of everyday snacks are being banned in multiple states because their ingredients are linked to cancer, including Flaming Cheetos, Lucky Charms, and Gatorade. The vast majority of this stuff is already banned in other countries, but they're not wholly branded as a product. The things that just absolutely blow me, and of course, California, Missouri, Illinois, Pennsylvania, and New York. Of course, they're banning food. I don't think you should ban food. I'm not supporting that. I'm supporting what's behind the at least exposure of what the hell we're eating. I don't know what happens to your body when you eat Takis or flaming hot Takis. Holy, I mean, just looking at it, I don't know how you can look at it and go, that's good to put in my body. I'm gonna put one of those in there. Just the difference in ingredients on a ton of different items, from chips to soft drinks to anything. If you look at Mountain Dew here in the United States, it is a completely different drink in the UK. It is a completely different drink because it has half the ingredients it does in the UK, because the rest of the ingredients that we put on here in the Estados Unidos are banned. They're banned. So it doesn't surprise me that the stupidity of those states that I just listed off say we're going to ban the product, because that's stupid. Instead of, you know what, we're going to go ahead and ban the carcinogens that are in these things. I know Celsius has a form of cyanide in it. I didn't know it till I bought them. Whatever. Oh, just be a parent. It ain't as easy as you think. But the garbage, the absolute crap that is being put in as ingredients into our everyday foods and mostly snack foods. You know, Gatorade was a good idea. Gatorade was the University of Florida. It was scientists at the University of Florida that needed to come up with a drink that would give because understand I can't stand college football. This is one of the reasons. University of Florida wanted not unfair advantage, but wanted an advantage over their opponents. So at halftime, there would be a beverage that they can drink that would give them energy through the second half. That's where Gatorade comes from. Florida Gators, Gatorade. Gatorade. Get it? So the electrolytes, the all the stuff in it that probably started as a pretty damn just like here's some electrolyte water, became this sugary sodium garbage that our kids drink, and they think that's what your body needs when they're playing their weekend soccer game. Not what they need. What's up, John? Happy birthday, buddy. Proud of you, man. Happy birthday to you. Could be worse. You could have been food from China. Yes, that's true. But why are we cool with this? I mean, we obviously now do not trust the FDA by any stretch after COVID. We don't trust the NIH. We don't trust Big Pharma. We don't trust our government. We have damn near zero faith in our medical profession. I believe it was 1 out of 7 now say they have great confidence in the medical profession here, not the medical profession, the medical industry in the United States. Liquid IV is such a big hit now. Liquid IV, yeah. Or we can just quote one of my favorite movies, the most underrated movie that's now becoming a documentary, Idiocracy. Electrolytes. It's what plants crave. Yeah, that dumb. I believe in this, and I hope that RFK Jr. exposes this, because I saw a buddy of mine who was posted something over the weekend about the top three things you're going to have to deal with when you start the carnivore diet. So if you guys know, carnivore is just it's Atkins on roids. It's just you eat meat. That's it. You just eat protein essentially. And he was talking about, you need to eat high fat. High fat is what your body's going to use for energy and not carbohydrates. So he also said, the last thing you're going to run into, there's 3 things. The third thing was you're going to be told you're weird. You're going to get a lot of judgment. Your family's going to judge you. Your family's going to tell you it's not healthy. You're going to die of a heart attack. The body can't ingest that much red meat, blah, 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 blah. He was right. You're going to get told that. I will tell you guys, because we're an open book, and please share with me. I'd love to hear what you guys got going on too. Of course, I'm not like, oh, I got this going on. Check me out. I made a decision. If you caught my last show, made a decision to start preparing physically for a pretty brutal hunt that I have coming up in November. It's a late hunt. It's going to be cold, most likely in snow. It's going to be brutal. It's not going to be comfortable. So I'm kind of starting to test my body a little bit and see what I can pull off. But I've always been biblically, because it is biblical, a fan of fasting. And so I fast every Monday. And then I do intermittent fasting for the rest of the week. So what this looks like. I had a wonderful brisket, y'all. I crushed that brisket this weekend. Yes. Even got Queen Bee and her fam bam. We're like, yes, they're coming around. And I nailed that. It was a 16-hour cook. The brisket came out fantastic. I did what we call Thanos potatoes, which are twice-baked potatoes, but they're just shaved off in giant potatoes, like 1-pound potatoes. And I just ate. And then I'm not eating until tomorrow at noon, tomorrow after the show. So that I will fast for almost, we'll call it 36 to 48 hours, kind of in there. And then after that, Tuesday, I go all protein. And then Wednesday, basically just go to, but I'm intermittent fasting all the way through there. I only have a 7-hour feed window. So I can only eat 7 hours of the day. So I eat from 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I could eat whatever I want, but I get high fat, low carbs. That's what I'm doing. I'm not advertising that. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing, because what I'm learning as we go is that I'm going to say because I don't want to get banned on social media. These hawks are everywhere. For me, I see what the government is recommending, what the FDA is recommending, and I'm doing the opposite. Period. I have 2 dozen. I have 3 dozen eggs in my refrigerator right now because the government told me I shouldn't eat eggs. Up to 4 per week. About 4 a day. It's nature's multivitamin. And when I'm told to cut down on salt, you don't want to know, too much sodium, too much salt. I'm thinking, my body is made of salt water. Literally made of salt water. Why do I want to get rid of salt? Fat. Fat is fuel. Fat is fuel. I had to teach Rob this back in the day when Rob would cut the fat off of his steak. I said, "You mother, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm cutting the fat off. It's bad for you." Really? Really? He's like, it's fattening. Fat is not fattening. Fat is fuel. So this is, and Rhonda says she eats eggs every day. God bless you. You should. Literally nature's multivitamin. But we were told because of the whatever lobby, then the dairy lobby came back. You can't eat eggs. Now you can eat 4 a week. Now you can eat 2 a week. Now you can have a dozen a week. I don't care what the FDA tells me. After COVID, I do not care what they say. I will not trust anything from them. I will do my best to do the opposite. I'll take you to an nth degree. This whole, if you can exercise for 20 minutes a day, up to 3 times per week, you're going to be fine. My ass. What do you mean? 20 minutes exercise a day, 3 times a week. What? Dude, if I did that, I would weigh 300 pounds. And exercise can be anything. It can be a walk. It can be going to the mail. Whatever it is, it's just 20 minutes a day. My tookus. That's the government standard. So that's the government standard of be unhealthy. We got you. Don't worry. We got a pill for that, champ. Something real nice. Yeah. Tell it to the Army. Wait, tell what? Okay. Jim, are you saying tell that to the Army? Are you talking about do exactly the opposite? But here's the deal. In the Army, look, 1 hour plus a day, 5 days a day, damn right. You're damn right. And they should probably go 6 days a week. That's like 5+ days. That's right. 1 hour a day. And you look at our military. I mean, you look at you. I've seen my nephew-in-law coming back from basic. I was like, damn, son, you are jacked. The hell, man. And he's like, it's the diet we ate and the exercise program that got us on, man. It's no, military is not an exercise program. The PT we're doing, it was pretty big. It's a big deal. We didn't mess around. And I'm not saying everybody's got to go out and run a half marathon tomorrow. I mean, I decided to get moving. Queen Bee lives 4 miles from here, for 3 3/4 to 4 miles, whatever, somewhere around there. I don't drive to her house anymore. I did this weekend, but I brought the brisket. But I'll either ride my bike, and when I say ride my bike, I'm lumbering on a beach cruiser. It's not like it's a Lance Armstrong kind of bike. Do we say Lance Armstrong anymore? Do we use that? Anybody? Let's get a census. Can I get a consensus on this? I don't think we should use it. Let's just say a speedy road bike. Yeah. I got a cheater bike. No, I got a beach cruiser. So riding that there, or I walk. So it's constant. It's activity, and it's working out very well. Am I the happiest and most pleasant man when I'm fasting for 2 days? On Monday, woo! Not really, especially when the AC is conking in and out like it is here right now. Yeah, not a fan. But I am a fan of somebody, at least, whether Trump wins, Trump doesn't win. RFK Jr. has at least started to. RFK Jr. has began conversations. He is a great conversation starter of a conversation that we need to have as a we the people. And are we going to allow our government to keep poisoning us? Are we going to allow faith in the FDA, which says, all of these ingredients in your flaming hot Doritos are totally okay for you to eat? Totally okay. In moderation. We said moderation right there on the back. Yeah. I remember one of the best things that that Barack Obama did, one of the very few things that Barack Obama did that really didn't come to fruition, because I think it was via executive order, but it was smart. But the sugar lobby kicked his butt, and it didn't happen. But he said one of the things, and I've seen it on some labels, but on most on some food labeling, you'll see that it says added sugar, because a lot of things have sugar in them. Fruit has sugar in them. Vegetables have sugar in them. It's just natural sugar. But then added sugar is what you should look at. And probably the reason why they walked away from that is old Michelle was going to start Plezzy, the Plezzy energy drinks for kids. Hypocrite, evil, evil, evil people. Here's a sugary drink for your kids. It's healthy. Plezzy. Give me a second. What's up, Danny? How you doing, man? Yeah. Yeah, right? You can't believe they have that in cereal. Thank you. And Daniel, if you want to keep it going and tell all the peeps about that, keep that going. But he said, I'll just put this up here, buddy. Yeah. Jolt Cola. Are you kidding me, Truman? Hell yeah. Oh, Jolt Cola, which is basically Monster right now, right? I can't believe they sell TSP and cereal. If I added to my kids' food, I'd be in jail. That's right. If you had half the crap that's in Lucky Charms, you'd be like, dude, you're poisoning your kid. You're going to jail. Jolt energy drinks. Wow. Junior high, bro. I think we're about the same age. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Who didn't love that? Remember, I think we called it I don't know what the hell we called it. We don't know why we named it that way. I don't know if anyone else would call it a suicide. We go to the fountain where they had fountain drinks, and we put a little bit of each soda in there all at the same time. Oh, God, how are we alive? That's probably why COVID didn't hit Gen X as hard as it hit everybody else. Why we're all. I'm sorry. I'm reading Lynn's question. So one question I need to know: why were all the Kennedy men nothing but whores? I guess the answer is C. Diddy, right? I mean, I guess you have all that money, all that power, and you just, I guess that's it. You just have so much money, so much power. You just think you're untouchable. And for a long time, they were. Yeah. No way, dude. You had Jolt Cola at the baseball field after Little League game. Oh, suicides. Got it. Okay, yeah. I was Jolt. Woo! Yeah. And Grizz, right. The Kennedys were whores because they could be. They got away with murder. They got away with trafficking. They got away with drugs. They got away with anything. It was the Wild West for Kennedy. And like, if you want to get down a rabbit hole, check out what the Clintons are up to, what the Obamas are up to. I would venture what the damn W's, I mean the Bushes are up to. Those dynasty families are just nothing but evil. I mean, it's wild. Holy cow. I mean, look at I'll just say this with the Clintons. All these Haitians that are coming here acting a fool, they're acting a fool. That's how they have to act in Haiti. Because the Clintons literally robbed them, all of them, for billions of dollars, and like, let them eat cats. Oprah, yeah, absolutely. 100%. Thanks for hanging out. This is another news. Happy Monday to you. I'm pushing along because it's a little warm here in the studio. AC is kind of deciding whether or not it wants to, I don't know, use that little Freon thing, or if it has Freon or whatever. Holy mackerel. Got to get this taken care of. Let's get into something that happened today that just might be a Dukakis moment for who was going to be. If you remember this, I don't know if you remember that that Pennsylvania governor, it's Josh, right? Josh Shapiro basically just had his Dukakis moment. And if you remember, the Dukakis moment is when Dukakis was running for president, did the whole tank thing and all that. Yeah, done. Toast. Gone. Adios. I mean, you got to look, in the world of politics, it's dirty. You screw up one time, you're done. Like, look at Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio gave the Republican response to a State of the Union, and he shook while he was getting some water. Done. There he goes. Josh Shapiro was going to be Kamala Harris's running mate. It does. Dukakis sounds like something you go to the doctor for, right, Chris? Yeah. Hey, doc, I got a case of the Dukakis. Yeah. Can I get something for my Dukakis? Actually, it sounds like something totally different. Anyway, Josh Shapiro, I'm just going to play the video. Here is his Michael Dukakis moment right here. Yep. Oh, guess who's getting his hand shook over there? That's little Dictatortot. That's Volodymyr Zelensky, the scam artist, the actor, the one. By the way, we actually planted the coup that got him elected. We put him there because he's a comedian and an actor. I don't know if you all know this. I'm not kidding. Little Dictatortot is a career actor. He's as much of a leader as Bill Nye is a scientist. But here's old not Ben Shapiro. My bad. Josh Shapiro, just as bad in my opinion. Josh Shapiro autographing weaponry that we're sending to Ukraine. Look at this. These idiots. Oh, look at, hello, I make my millions. Yes, Lynn, that's fantastic. He had his Dukakis removed. Look at this crap. What are you doing? I wish you well. All the best. Josh Shapiro. That will live in political infamy. It's over. Whatever, anything that man had. When the Ukraine-Russia war is ended by Donald Trump, that ends that guy's career. It's over. But why is he doing that? Why is little Dictatortot here? Little Dictatortot has come here now twice that I can think of off the top of my head to announce his new strategy for winning. First two obviously have been unsuccessful, right? Obviously unsuccessful. This is part of I hope you're ready for this. $375 million package for Ukraine. For the Ukraine. $375 million to not a losing effort. I have been calling it a losing effort. I really have. But it's not. This is a astounding success. This is a wild success. What we have seen is the most grotesque money laundering scheme by the powers that be in Washington, D.C. Period. $375 million for what? To take on Russia, you're not going to win. Russia actually is kind of playing-ish by the rules, letting this all play out. There's no way Ukraine can win. There's no way Ukraine will ever win. Ukraine is a joke. Ukraine is the most corrupt nation in Europe. That's it. We have said they are the most corrupt nation. We were right. And now they're the darlings of us. We're saving democracy. It's quite literally a dictatorship. And $375 million to save democracy? There's no democracy. They have. And Colin, did you put the color purple on that heart for a reason? No, I'm just checking. You see why? The hard part for me is that there are intelligent people that are buying into this crap. There really are intelligent people that are buying into this, and it's pure garbage. We are bleeding money to Ukraine, so every son of every politician in D.C. on the Democrat side can start their own LLC and rake in the money from rebuilding Ukraine. Watch. You think I'm kidding? And it's going to go the way of the Clintons, like rebuilding Haiti. Same thing. Russia is afraid. You're darn right Russia's afraid of Trump. Grez, you're right. Didn't want to hear that Oprah blackballed actress Monique because she wouldn't play. I wouldn't doubt that one little bit. Look, you got to kiss the rings in that industry. And in Washington, D.C., kiss the rings. Sky's the limit. Grizz, no. Stay back on that one, buddy. I was about to go with you there too. They're kissing something, and they kiss the rings. It is just we're not, it's all being exposed. The great part about this whole Diddy thing, and the Oprah thing, is because they're the same. It's the same cabal. It's the same sick, disgusting individuals. The great part about this is the internet. It's you and I. There are millions of little 24-hour sleuths out there. 4chan bringing it all out. Millions of detectives are on this. They can't hide it. They can't delete it fast enough. Look at the Pink, Usher. All of their accounts are deleted. And Pink did so a while back, but Pink, I actually saw a community context, whatever little tag on some of the things that we're talking about. Pink deleting her account, that she deleted it a few months ago. Yeah, you know when she deleted? When Diddy got raided. She didn't delete it, but she deleted it before he was arrested. Yeah, she deleted it when he was raided. Because she's a sick individual like they all are. Usher, same. Unbelievable. The record executives, Chris, three of them stepping down. Producers stepping down. Everybody's getting out of the biz. All of them gone. Bankers, attorneys, everybody. I'm out of here. Zelensky is going to vote for Kamala. Zelensky will probably vote 2 or 3 times for Kamala. Depends on what state you're in. Oh, absolutely astounding. It's really absolutely mind-blowing to me. Let's talk about. Oh no, we'll save that right before, because the star of today's decompression session again is Gavin Newsom. But I want to highlight this. This is one of the weirdest things to me, and I want y'all to come along with me on this, or to see how you feel about it. The cover of Sports Illustrated is, and by the way, of course, nobody gets magazines anymore, really, but Sports Illustrated has a cover. And the headline is the 50 most influential people in sports, or influential athletes. Let me see if I can find the exact one it is. It says the 50 most influential figures in sport. So let me see if I can, share my screen with you, because I'm going to show you who is on the cover of Sports Illustrated, the most influential figures in sports. This actually ticked me off. Not a lot of things tick me off, but this one was a little too much for me. It really was. Here we go. Oh, I have to hit share. Wait. Yep. I have to share. Share. Here we go. Yep. There you go. Angel Reese is on the cover. Angel Reese, by all accounts, is one of the biggest flops in basketball. Because you see, if you don't understand what's going on with Angel Reese was kind of the Magic Johnson to Caitlin Clark's Larry Bird, right? They had, okay, so Rhonda, this is who she is. So Caitlin Clark, who has single-handedly saved the WNBA. By a show of hands, actually, you can count the amount of dollars the WNBA has made over the last 15 years on one hand, if that hand had no fingers. They have not made $1 in profit until this year. For the first year, the NBA is not going to be subsidizing the WNBA. As a matter of fact, they're actually expanding. Portland's getting an expansion team. They're growing because of the popularity of one person. Now, the media apparatus, sports apparatus, entertainment apparatus in this country being as stupid as they are, they took Angel Reese and made her Caitlin Clark's nemesis. Because Angel Reese is very just, I'm all about me kind of thing. She is an absolute sellout. She does 2 things well. She rebounds, because she's probably one of the best rebounders in the league. I'll give her that. But so was Dennis Rodman, but you're going to put him in the Hall of Fame. She can rebound and show up to the games half naked for her photo shoot. That's it. It's all she is. She's a trash talker. She thinks she is so much better than she is. She's awful. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, not even done with the season, has already broken the 3-point record, already broken the rookie season scoring record. And there's no one that will ever be able to touch Caitlin Clark's scoring record, ever. She's that good. Caitlin Clark is a little Indiana white girl. And we have the big city black girl in Angel Reese. Put this together. Do you all remember? Go back to the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird days. The NBA was struggling. The NBA sucked more than it sucks now. And that's saying something. Then the white dude from French Lick, Indiana versus the Michigan black guy. Holy cow, here we go. We have a storyline. Got to the NCAA finals together. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson went to the NBA together. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, rivalry all the way through, saved the NBA. Here was the WNBA's opportunity. Problem is, they brought Angel Reese along. Angel Reese is a flop. She's talentless. And compared to Caitlin Clark is single-handedly elevating an entire league, and she's being destroyed for it. And I can't think of a bigger slap in the face. She was put on the list, so she's on the list of 50. She should have been the cover. But guess what? SI got to go, whoa. You can't put the white girl on there. No way. You got to put Angel Reese on there. Unbelievable. And send Caitlin to the NBA, she'd get her butt kicked 9 ways a Sunday. I'm going to say that. I'm going to be very serious with that. This is what Lynn said. Yeah. She'd get dominated. I think you know that. It wouldn't even be close. She wouldn't even be a 12th man. She would a 12th person. How do we do that? Anyway. I actually, Serena Williams or Venus Williams, which was the good one? She's gone all woke too. She's crazy. But the greatest female tennis player in history, bar none, was asked, you would probably be top 25, top 10 in the men's division in tennis. And she's like, the hell I would be. She's like, I wouldn't even break the top 100. She goes, this is a different level. It's a different sport. And that's the same thing. That's like putting Tiger in his prime down to the LPGA. He would he'd break every record, win every tournament. It wouldn't even be close. Serena. Okay, thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. But I'd go, and this is a total side note, ABCs and me. I look Serena Williams sometimes. I'm like, what's up, girl? How you doing? By all right, no. But she's the GOAT. So I do understand that. Like I see a lot of maybe it's like Ronaldo. Well, Ronaldo was one of the prettiest humans ever made. Let me think of something different. Maybe even Messi. Like Lionel Messi and people like, the girls all freaking out. Why? Because he's the GOAT. He's a badass. That talent in that success is attractive. It makes you attractive. Trust me. A girl I knew back in the day dated Albert Bell. And I'm like, really? Albert Bell. That's who you think is hot. She's like, he's successful. He's playing every day in the league, and he's a Major League Baseball player. I'm like, damn, man. Woohoo. Yep. So anyway, I'm done with them. Done with ESPN. I'm done with SI. I'm about to be done with MSNBC. I'm definitely done with MSNBC, but I'm about to be done with NBC if they don't stop making me subscribe to Peacock to watch a football game. Yeah. Got to. Yeah. Easy, Grizz. Let me get into, let me dip into this very gingerly. No, I'm not. I'm going to bash on them because they're bleeping idiots. I want you to understand every single thing is a scam. Everything. How about this headline? It just absolutely blows me away. It leads us right into the decompression session tonight. California has blown over $50 billion on their homeless efforts. You heard that right. They have failed to, not surprisingly, you ready for this? Track any of the expenditures. They have not tracked any of the expenditures. The homeless population has gone through the roof. Gone through the roof. And they don't know where all the money went. Sound familiar? Ukraine. All of this taxpayer scam is funded by us. And all it is doing is enriching people. And these people, I don't know how, charge $250,000 to do a study to help them spend their billions of dollars on homeless problem. So you get $250,000, $500,000 a year, maybe $1 million bonus, whatever it is, knowing damn well that they're not going to improve any. They're not in. They're literally just stealing money. It's all I can say. And I'm absolutely blown away. Because, by the way, these people vote. They can vote. If they're a citizen, they can vote. Why isn't there a Republican voter drive going on for people in these homeless encampments? Why? Dude, Democrats put you here. And Democrats spent $1 billion, threw $1 billion away, claiming they were going to help you. Did you get any help? We're going to try to fix this problem here. Sign here. Yeah. California holds 5 of the top 10 cities with the most homeless in the country. Do not doubt that. One for every Major League Baseball team that they have. They're losing one to Vegas, but one state has 5 baseball teams. Crazy. Anyway, yeah. It's absurd. I had a friend that went to the Staples Center, I forget, it was either a Kings hockey game or a Laker game. And he said just getting there, it's impossible. It's just encampment after encampment after encampment. There's no city life. Everybody's just going from their Uber to the door to the Uber, and that's it. Nothing. I remember going the last time I was in San Diego. I get up early in the morning and I try to walk, just kind of get the blood flowing and see the sights and kind of see the city sleeping kind of thing. I was playing. It was slalom. It was homeless slalom. I'm just constantly doing this, getting away from the homeless. San Diego. And I'm talking about a gas lamp. I mean, gas lamp. Yeah. The nice area down there by the stadium. Everything's nice. Was nice. It ain't nice anymore. California has signed a bill that Gavin Newsom tried to backtrack. He tried to backtrack. No. We are not banning parody. No. Parody is alive and well. Jokes are alive and well here in California. They just aren't allowed to parody us in an election year. They can basically call us out. That's why he said, Colin, he said, got any change, mister? I have a buddy he's been on the show, by the way. Every time a panhandler comes up to him, before the panhandling can get a word out of his mouth, he asks him, he's like, hey, you got $1? And just spends them. They just walk away. Hey, man, can I borrow $1? Hey, do you got any spare change? And you just turn around. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm not advocating for it, but he does. Seen it live and in person. Anyway, no parody at all, coming none at all in California. So when you do that, again, we're going back to how amazing the internet is. Once Gavin Newsom signed that and said, we have to ban parody on election years and we can't have that, people deep fakes and all of that. He actually thought he wasn't going to get punked around the clock. So your decompression session today stars, of course, Mr. Gavin Newsom. Enjoy.
Gavin Newsom, and I'm definitely not gay. A lot of people are criticizing.
wait, I hit the wrong button here. We'll try it again. Try it again. Try it again. I got you. I got you, folks. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, here we go. Let's go like that. And then we'll go like, let's see. See if we can do this right.
Gavin Newsom, and I'm definitely not gay. A lot of people are criticizing me for banning AI-generated political videos. So let me explain. The problem is that Democrats, like me, we're not the brightest bulbs in the tanning bed. We can't always distinguish between reality and fiction. When Elon Musk posted Mr. Reagan's brilliant Kamala Harris parody video, I thought that was real. And so I realized, without laws governing what we are allowed to see and hear, how will we ever know what's really true? If I don't ban Mr. Reagan's AI parody videos, how would we ever know that Trump will be a dictator on day one, or that if he doesn't win, he's promised a bloodbath? How would we know that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation? Also, I'm definitely not gay. Also, how would we know that inflation is transitory and that the border is secure? How would we know that COVID came from bat soup and Trump told everyone to inject bleach? How would we know that boys can be girls and girls can be boys and there's no such thing as gender? How would we know that Trump is controlled by Vladimir Putin? Also, I'm super not gay. Also, how would we know that Trump totally assaulted E. Jean Carroll in a Bergdorf Goodman dressing room? How would we know the 2020 election was totally legitimate with zero fraud? How would we know that January 6th was an armed insurrection where many police officers lost their lives? How would we know that the COVID vaccines had zero side effects and that masks were 100% effective? How would we know Kamala brilliantly invented her very own original idea, no tax on tips, or that I'm totally not gay?
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
How would we know that Trump wrote Project 2025 or that Trump staged both of his assassination attempts? And how would we know that Trump is literally Hitler? Reincarnation is definitely a thing. Hitler died in 1945. Trump was born in 1946. Coincidence? I think not. How would we know that all of that is true if we don't ban Mr. Reagan's AI parody videos? How would we know that we should all drink the Kool-Aid? We won't know, because Mr. Reagan's AI parody videos are a threat to our democracy. They spread dangerous disinformation, unlike all of the super true stuff that we Democrats tell you. And also, most importantly, I'm definitely not gay.
Mr. Reagan.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, give him a follow, by the way. He's fantastic. Any guy can pull that off. I'm down. I don't know how he has that much time. Oh, he does have perfect hair, Truman. He really, really does. And he is what they I mean, this is a stupid little secret, but they still think it's something to hide. That man chain smokes in his little entourage, his motorcade, chain smokes until he gets out. I mean, just takes it down, 2 drags, done, and just hot boxes. And then gets out and just goes and he sprays off and does all that stuff. And he goes, they will not let the world know that he is a chain smoker. It's kind of weird. He's definitely not gay. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Don Jr. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. Don Jr. is with Guilfoyle. Guilfoyle was married to Gavin Newsom prior to. Some people don't know that. Anyway, I'm not going to say my thoughts on that. Ding. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Let's do this again mañana, shall we? All right. Let's have a good afternoon. Have a good rest of your day. This is In Other News. I'm your host, Mike Russell. We'll do it again tomorrow, right here at noon.